What's up, my friends? What's up? Thank you to another live stream from me, Roman Juve Therapy. It is Friday. It is weekend. How y'all doing? Who is watching this Strive stream right now? Just leave me a comment in the chat and let's start it off, because this is a Friday night after the nonsense against Barcelona, and now we have Spezia on Sunday. But before we dive into the football itself, what's up? Basically, comment in the comment section. Let me know how is your day, how has your week been, what have you been up to, and most importantly, how has this Barcelona defeat affected you guys? What do you look forward to now that Cristiano Ronaldo has just been tested negative, so he will probably be available for this Spezia game? How do you feel about that? Would you start him? Would you start him off the bench? Would you sub him off during the game? And of course, most importantly of all, how are you doing personally? Are you all right? Are you excited for the weekend? Are you going outside with your friends? Or probably not, because it's COVID, you know? So, probably gonna sit indoors, as we probably will do because of this COVID. So, it is what it is. So this is why I am here, to at least try to entertain you. And you will help me with that, because we're all in this together. So, in the comment section, we have Juve Daily. Hi, Juve Daily, always present. Hanish says hi. And somebody else says hi. I'm sorry, I do not understand that username. So I will highlight it for you anyway, guys. Hi to you as well. And notice me senpai goes straight into the topic of Cristiano. This is what it is. I will start him, of course. We can't risk to lose against Spezia. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. To be honest, are we so... even without Cristiano, we should beat Spezia. It would be embarrassing not to beat Spezia and not to have a good performance. I don't care that every game in Italy is tough and is difficult, but it's Spezia. We are Juve. That's the most important thing. I don't care who we are actually playing as. We are Juve. And some of our players seem to have forgotten that. So, yeah, we need to get that back. We need to get that confidence back. And also the fact that Cristiano is back is just only partially. It's just painting over the cracks, as they say, because we are deeply in trouble, and Cristiano is there now to save us, if that will be the case against Spezia. And I don't know if I would be happy with that, to be honest. I wanted to see how good our team did, and without Cristiano. And unfortunately, they didn't impress. They didn't take that chance of impressing, improving, showing the world that they actually are good enough without Cristiano. So now that Cristiano is back, we will see if things start finally clicking, or is it just Cristiano coming in and saving us? Because if our performance suddenly improves with Cristiano, it speaks levels about his mentality and his effect on the players mentally. But if we play like crap, but win because of Cristiano, then we are in even bigger trouble, because then we are officially dependent on Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is my worry. So I really, really hope, to be quite honest, perfectly honest, I hope that we win against Spezia without Cristiano scoring and without Cristiano contributing that much. Not because I don't want Cristiano to succeed, no, but I want us to see what we are, without being affected by Cristiano. But of course, that's not gonna happen, because if Cristiano is on the pitch, he will be involved in every single game going forward. You know this, I know this. Cristiano fanboys know this. Cristiano haters know this. Everybody knows this. He is the focal point. Yeah, and this guy has no doubt trained all day long in quarantine, as we know him, so no problem with it. Yeah, physical condition is yes, but when if you remember his first game, after the lockdown, it was against Milan in the Coppa Italia. He was bad. He was very, very bad. And then people came defending him because he's a slow starter. Don't expect too much from him. He's been off. He hasn't been playing for 3 months. So there we go. This might be the case here as well. We might not see the Cristiano we want to see against Spezia. So this is why I'm saying to you guys, I want to see performance from all other players as well, especially Paulo Dybala if he plays. So that's my opinion. That's my take on it. I really, I do not care how we win, but the most important thing for me, 3 points and a good performance from the team as a unit. Yes, Juve Daily, how are you doing today? Thanks for asking. I'm doing fine. Weekend, been at work for the whole week, getting ready for the weekend, and we will see. Probably gonna do some shopping tomorrow, going into this weekend, and we'll see. Apparently, it'll be good weather tomorrow, so I'll be outside probably with my family. It'll be exciting. I'll be enjoying myself for once, because I need to get away from this, bubble of Juve and bubble of work. I spend time with the family. That's so underrated, and also spending time with your loved ones. And just being outside with the fresh air, this is something that is also very, very underrated, and it makes wonders to your mental health. So for me personally, if it is nice weather, I don't care if it's cold or warm, as long as it's not raining or snowing or blowing like crazy, the wind and stuff. But as long as it's not doing that, I'm fine. I can be outside for hours, because the fresh air is wonderful. So yeah, I suggest you do that as well. Of course, there'll be a lot of culture, a lot of football during the weekend. But guys, mental health. Think about that as well. Sitting in front of the TV all day won't help you much. Even though I am streaming right now, so kind of ironic, since I'm streaming and I hope you are joining me now. But there's the funny thing: you can sit outside and watch me stream. That's how the Wi-Fi works, and 4Gs and 5Gs and whatever. Yeah. So yes, thanks for asking, Daily. I'm doing fine. How are you? And let's hear your plans for the weekend. Amir, it's his Persian name. So Amir, hi, and very nice to see you. I don't remember seeing you before in my stream. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining this live stream and for this Juve therapy session, where I basically, if you guys are here for the first time, this is not just Juve talk. This is life talk. This is how you're feeling, how you're coping with the COVID, how you're coping with your life, with your family, with your friends, with your work, whatever. I'm sure nobody wants to, lay it out on in the chat, but I'll just give you the low, basically sharing my views and my experience, and maybe it will help you understand life and how it works and how everything is set up. Maybe I help you along the way. I don't know. Maybe if you are sitting at home and thinking, my life is crap or something, I'm depressed or I'm feeling so good. So maybe this talk, maybe these Juve therapy sessions will help you. Not just talking about Juve, because everybody does that. It's so simple to talk about Juve, but to talk about life, how Juve affect you as a person, and also life affects you as a person. This is what my passion is also about. Maybe a bit boring, maybe a bit adultly, but it is still what I like to do. Talk to people and talk to about problems, about stuff, both mine and yours as well. So there we go. That's a bit serious talk, but yeah, this is therapy session, so this is why we do, and I love this. Loretto, straight off the bat, you think the will be playing or on the bench? I really hope that your life isn't that crap, Loretto. If it is, reach out, and let's have a chat. Or if you reach out to somebody who wants, who you think that you can talk to, who you can trust. Because at the end of the day, we cannot change the past or whatever. What we can change is how we cope with whatever happens. So yeah, if it helps you to talk to somebody, this is you coping. So at least this is one step. Of course, the first step is actually acknowledging that you have this situation, and then we can change it up. So there we go. Sorry, the question regarding the de Ligt. Well, I really hope so. I really hope that he will be at least in the squad, because I missed him for once. Secondly, Leonardo Bonucci, not so sure about. Also, Demiral got his red card against Barcelona, but for sure he will play against Spezia. So yeah, maybe he will be in the squad. If he will be starting, I don't know, probably on the bench. But then again, it's Spezia, not worth to risk de Ligt that early. Maybe this is actually a good thing that we have Spezia now, so to ease him in and not waste him on the bench towards the bigger games, So if it were against Merda now on Sunday, I would be mad. I would be disappointed if we were without de Ligt. Now I can afford saying that, okay, de Ligt can be on the bench or even not be in the squad. I'm okay because this is Spezia. But again, it is Spezia. It is an Italian side. Every single team, every single game we played so far this season, beside against Sampdoria, ironically enough, was a tough game. We thought Crotone was going to be easy. It wasn't. Spezia might be also the same case. So buckle up, guys. Don't take them. Well, don't underestimate those guys. Hanish, hey Hanish, would you sell Dybala to Real Madrid? Apparently Zidane wants him. I'll get back to that Dybala issue because I have thought about this the whole day, and I'll get into that, Hanish. Yeah, I don't want to spill my beans just yet. It's an interesting question. Thank you, Hanish. Francesco is always there. Ciao, Francesco. Lovely to see you. Always lovely to see a familiar face in the chat, and of course, all you guys who are here for the first time. Francesco is always a regular. He has some good takes as well on Juve. So yeah, discuss football with him as well in the chat if you want to. Tomorrow is Halloween Juve Daily. Yes, it is. I'm not sure how Halloweeny the world is gonna be because of the COVID, but it is what it is. I have a kid myself, and he's been talking about Halloween nonstop. But he basically doesn't know what it is because his first understanding of the concept of Halloween hasn't just landed in his head yet. He's 3 years old, so yeah, it's really funny. But tomorrow Halloween, but it will be very down to earth Halloween stuff for sure. At least here in Norway. Alfio is there as well. Nice to see you. Why we spend 60 million for Chiesa? We could use the money for midfielder. Well, that's a good question. Why we spend 60 million for Chiesa? Easy answer. He's young and he's Italian. The hard question, the hard answer, I don't know, because Kulusevski and Chiesa for the moment occupy the same space for me. Both are absolutely much better on the right wing. However, Kulusevski is a left footer. Chiesa is a right footer, but both of them seems to me working better as a right wingers. At least against Barca, it would have been it was impossible to see anything good with Kulusevski in the middle, or even though he played on the right side during the first half and then he switched off to the middle, didn't help much. So I don't know why we paid so much money for him. I don't think that we needed to focus. I don't think Pirlo focused that much on the midfield, to be honest, during this mercato. Or maybe it was Paratici. I don't know. But it is what it is. We signed the guy, and so far, except from the performance against Barcelona, where everybody was crap, and I tweeted it yesterday, that Chiesa, Bernardeschi, Bonucci, I don't know, Dybala, they are not at fault. This is on Pirlo and his inexperience and the lack of motivation in the team, lack of confidence in the team. And yes, we can partially blame it on the team as well, because at the end of the day, they are on the pitch and supposed to do that job. But you have to give it to Pirlo. You have to stick it to Pirlo this time. That's because he's just not good enough. I mean, not. Yeah, he's not much experience, in that area, and he got schooled on Wednesday. Absolutely schooled. Ali says hi. Hi, Ali. Nice to see you. Travis is always present. Lovely to see Travis. Good guy. Hi, did you get the good news? Is it about Cristiano? Yes, of course. Cristiano is tested negative. I hear fireworks outside my house. Joking. Nah, there's no action here. Pretty dead. But if it were fireworks, I doubt it will be for Cristiano, because all they care about in this country is Premier League. Yeah, it is what it is. Mirgan says hello. Hello, Mirgan. Always nice to see you as well. Lovely. Francesco, I love to football tactics. I need to see the games. Watching on my phone. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is what it is. When you have this COVID and everything is on lockdown and you can't go outside, do anything fun, this is what you do. You can sit outside on your phone and watch your football. That's depressing. But at least you're outside, man. Could be worse, huh? Could be worse. Could be you couldn't go outside because you live in some minus 20 degrees or something. Ali, let's see what Ali says. In Pakistan, the Juve versus Barcelona game ended at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I woke up 3 p.m. the next day. Wow. I literally wasted the next whole day, as I really couldn't get myself to do anything productive. Wow, man. Wow, that's dedication, man. Did you watch the whole game? And also, you sleep before. Well, I don't know when you went to bed, though, but yeah, I remember this time. I missed this time, actually, way while back when I had my mates, in the same city, and we played FIFA together. We played FIFA until 5 in the morning, man. We played FIFA until 9 in the morning, until 6, and then we went to bed, and then we woke up like at 3, 4, and then the whole day was wasted, and everybody was at school, so we were studying, but we just didn't care. We just played FIFA until 5, 6 in the morning, and it was a lot of banter, a lot of screaming, a lot of shouting, a lot of pissing on each other. It was so much fun. I miss those days. So this is actually, Ali, cherish this moment. I know you don't think this is anything productive by sleeping until 3 p.m. But when you get older and you look back at this moment, you think, I want that moment back. Because, man, when you get kids, when you get a life, family, it's tough. It's tough to do that. I mean, I'm going to bed at 9, 10 p.m. every single night, unless there is a Juve game. Because I'm tired, man. Because my son wakes up at freaking 6 a.m. each morning. It kills me. So, Ali, this comment right here, cherish it. Cherish this moment. Even though Juve are playing so late, yeah. So we are quite lucky here in Europe because we get to watch Juve at reasonable hours. But it is what it is to roll outside of the world, to roll over the world. But this is why I'm saying you, guys from Australia, guys from US, Canada, Pakistan, and the rest of the world, Singapore. You guys wake up at ridiculous hours to watch the games and to do some of my friends like Alberto from All Juvecast. He wakes up in the middle of the night just to do a pod. With some person or with some Juve fan. It's amazing. It's dedication, and yeah, I salute this. For us in Europe, it's a bit easier, and well, we get to go to bed at a reasonable hours. Yeah, thanks, Ali. That was reminisce. Thanks. Juve Daily. Who was your favorite player all time? I mean, Juve or well, whatever. Well, for me it always has been Roberto Baggio. He was the guy who just gave me Juve basically. And then I don't know, it never was Del Piero for me, not the number one at least. Del Piero maybe number 3, 4, 5. And I liked I liked so many players during my early days. Um, I don't know, it's so many. I love Thomas Rosicki from Dortmund when he played there. I loved I love many guys. You know, it's tough. It's really tough to say. I'll compile. I'll make a all-time favorite list for you guys one day. But for me, some of those players, you know, I remember when Alexis Sanchez was playing for Udinese. That was exciting. That was very cool. That was a good player. Also, when we got likes of Diego, when Diego arrived at Juve, even though that was banter era deluxe, I really enjoyed him. I also found that guys like Camoranesi were great. You know, um, yeah, it was fun. It was really fun, really fun. And those early days with football, before this VAR, and before everything that just kills football, that was so much fun, so much fun. My favorite, okay, also really, Takinade was my one of my favorite players back in the day. So yeah, there were a lot of them, Juve Daily. A lot. Rahul says, hi, Juventus buy players in a hurry, but later don't know where to play them. Juventus have the best squad of players, but don't define the role. Yeah, because we have an experienced coach. That's what the problem is. And this is why. This is when in my, I will tell you guys about my well, preferred formation as we go further down the season, because I think I've figured it out somehow. My preferred, but it will create some headlines because this is not our. We have a squad of very specific players, and these players need to be accommodated. And when you need a formation, you need to accommodate every single player that needs to play. Dybala needs to play. Chiesa needs to play. Kulusevski needs to play. Ramsey needs to play as long as he is fit. Guys like McKennie has been good so far, so maybe he needs to play. Everybody's screaming for Arthur. What's up with him? He needs to play. Um, I don't know. Then you have Delict, then you have Demiral, then you have guys like, of course, Cristiano needs to play. Morata is on fire. So there are a lot of players, specific players, but how do you fit all of them into one system that actually works? That's an interesting topic, and I think I have it. I think I have it, but some of those players that I mentioned, one specific player will be pissed because of this formation. But I will get back to that. I live in an Islamic country that if you talk against the government, they will kill you and every. Wow, that's depressing. I'm sorry. Wow, man, this is tough. This is something that we personally, well, me personally, never ever experienced. I'm originally from Russia, so I know something about being about coming from a country where we have a little bit restrictions about talking bad about the government or at all. Um, you know, being under the government. But this is yeah, this is wow. This is just wow. So, man, I hope you stay safe. I really do. I really hope so that you stay safe. And Juve gives you pleasure if you get to watch Juve, or even if you are a Juve fan. I don't know, but yeah, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, but stay safe, man. I'll send you love virtually. And yeah, stay safe, because if this is the fact that where you are from, and this is how you actually, well, this is your situation, man. Yeah, it is very, very tough. So great to see you in my live stream. I hope you're doing well. I hope things get better for you every day. Just believe in yourself and believe that you can make a difference wherever you are, because mm, this is, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Mirgan says, in my opinion, this is going to be a difficult season. Yes, it is. It already is, my friend. The only thing that we Juve fans can do is support our team and be more patient. Yes, and some of us cannot even be that patient. Remember, we have Andrea Pirlo as our coach. Inexperienced, knows nothing. Well, it would be crazy for him to know everything. So he basically knows very, very little about what is how to manage a team, how to manage a squad of players, how to manage individuals. I'm not saying he can be good at that in the future, but right now he doesn't know what to do because he hasn't done that before. Everything comes from experience. Very, very, very few people are good right off the bat. They need experience. I just started my job in August, and I feel honestly, I feel like crap. I feel that I don't know anything. So I am asking people constantly for help. But at the end of the day, this will help me. So for Pirlo as well, he doesn't know it. The theory and writing the essays, writing his degree paper or whatever, it's one thing. But actually doing this on the pitch, it doesn't work that way. So this is why we struggled against Barcelona. Perfect example where he got outclassed by more experienced coach. And Ronald Koeman is not much more experienced, not that much, but still enough to absolutely roast us on a Wednesday night. Kulusevski is not good as a right midfield. This guy's too talented to stay away from the goal. He should play as a striker with Ronaldo. Yeah, well, he's not a wing back. Let's agree on one thing. He's not a wing back. He has nothing to do defensively. He needs space, and without space, I don't think he will manage. Without space, he will struggle. Yeah, I would be surprised. I would be surprised actually if we still continue to try him in a different position. And this is the Juve's problem. Why do we always need to find a better position for a player when he was already in a position? For example, Danilo. I mean, Danilo has been one of the most consistent players this season. That's crazy. But why did we even started with him and a center back? This is tinkering that succeeded, But then we had Cuadrado as a left wing back. This is tinkering, not succeeding. So for me, Kulusevski, I agree, needs to be further up the pitch, closer to goal, but also with a more space around him. He needs to roam more and be given that ability, to be allowed to do that. Against Barca, you will never do that, especially when you are just a rookie. You don't know what to do. He's a rookie in the Champions League, his second game, basically. Against against Verona, he did perfectly well. Off the bench, there was so much space, because Verona were more busy with defending the whatever point they may have. So this is why it's so much better. It was so much better for Kulusevski to play against Verona, and suddenly everybody was speaking about Kulusevski, like, oh, he's the great player and whatever. But then again he faced Barca, and it all went pear-shaped. I say, calma, take your time with Pirlo, take your time with Kulusevski, but start playing these guys in natural positions. And what is in Kulusevski's natural position? We can only speculate. So far, I haven't seen anything good from him from the wing back. So far, I can assure you of that. Adam says, hi, always present. Adam, nice to see you. Selling Dybala would solve a lot of problems. I believe if Kulusevski and Chiesa show they are top players, Dybala will be sold. Yes. Yes, that makes sense. Whether I agree with that or not, whether it's my fanboyism or not. But and this is where I get into this topic I discussed earlier in the stream: the formation and the one player who will be disappointed with my formation. Um, yeah, it is unfortunately Dybala, and I will just lay it out for you guys. I think 4-3-3 is a good formation for us, based on what the players we have. First of all, I would like to get rid of that 3-3 at the back. I don't see it. I don't want it. I want 4 at the back, like normally. I don't care that Bonucci will suffer from this because he cannot defend in a 2-man defense. I want to see De Ligt in there. I want to see Demiral in there. I want to see, well, okay, Bonucci can play as long as he plays with someone who is more dominant, like De Ligt. Chiellini, I cannot trust anymore. So it's gonna be De Ligt as a focal point for me. From when he's back, he will be the starter every single game. That's what he needs to be. So 4-3-3. This would be my formation, and then we have, of course, guys like Alexandro, Frabotta. Well, in the cup games, last 5 minutes where we lead 5-0, Bernadeschi can come on and play as a left wing back, as a left back, and but that's it. That's it. On the right back, I mean, Danilo and Cuadrado can do the job. It's not perfect. It's not ideal decision, but this is what we have, and I think it will fit us at the back, because right now it's just too much tinkering with this team. So 4-3-3, and then we have 3-man midfield. Why? Because we got roasted in the midfield against Barca, and we could clearly see that Rabiot and Bentancur does not work together. So that means that they can never play together, and well, that basically means that we have already one option less in order to how do we control the whole game. So with 3-man midfield, you can play Arthur in the hole, you can play Rabiot on the left or right, and you can play McKennie on the left or right, or you can play Bentancur instead of Rabiot. At least you have options, and you have very specific tasks for all players. Like, for example, McKennie, he will be the guy who will kill everybody just to get that ball back, probably get the yellows, the reds, but whatever. But this will be his task. Arthur's primary task will be, distributing the ball. He needs just to learn to pass the ball forward and not sideways, and not hold ball for too long. But we haven't seen that much from Arthur before we actually, bombarding him with criticism. As I said with Kulusevski, calma. Stop praising players, but stop also criticizing players too early. And then we have 3 up front. Cristiano on the left, no doubt. Morata up front for now, because he is on fire. Too on fire at times, because, offsides. And Chiesa or Kulusevski on the right. This would be my choice, to be honest. Maybe Dybala on for Morata when Morata isn't working, but then we have to change the system. In regards to Dybala, we'll be playing much deeper as more of a deep lying forward, whatever, instead of like Morata will much be playing more of a prima punta type. But this formation is not for Dybala. If you are going to put Dybala in this position, in this formation, it's either all the way up front instead of Morata, or on the right wing. I don't see him on the right wing, and as long as Morata is scoring and is active and is contributing to the team, especially with Cristiano now that he will be back, it'll be interesting to see that as well. I mean, come on, let's do it. I don't care, to be honest. I don't care. I want my team to win. If Dybala isn't working, I don't care. As long as the whole team works, as long as 10 other players do great and Dybala plays crap and we win 5-0, that's fine. I'm perfectly happy. Perfectly happy. But Dybala would solve a lot of problems by being sold. Problem being that we have spent 2-3 seasons finding a perfect position for the guy. And sometimes he's been injured, and we've been waiting for the guy. We've been waiting, and now he demands money as well to renew his contract. Too much money, in my opinion. Prove yourself on the pitch, and then ask for a raise. Why are you asking for a raise if you are in your business where you work and you sit on your ass and watch YouTube, do your tweet, Facebook, and watching Netflix movies and not doing anything? Why should we give you a raise? Impress your leadership, impress your colleagues, impress, do something to stand out, to deserve something. Right now, at this point, I don't see that Dybala deserves whatever he wants. And this is why the contract has stalled, because, well, maybe they basically don't have any money, but also because this guy needs to perform and needs to find his spot. Against Barcelona, we expected too much from him. Against Spezia, he will most likely start, or maybe not. I don't know. It will be interesting to see. I see the comment down below here. UFC 1897 says Dybala towards the bench against Spezia following a poor performance against Barca. Yes, that could maybe be the case. But then again, we saw his reaction when he didn't play against Crotone or whoever it was. I mean, okay, so you are gonna be criticizing the manager for not playing you because you were out for 3 months. This is only a rumor. I don't know if this is true, though. I don't know. Let me just pull it. Yeah. I don't know if this is true, but it just sounds very weird. It is what it is, though. And if he starts on the bench, as you can see right here, 4-3-3, go with it, Pirlo. Please scratch that 3-4-1-2 formation. Please. I don't want to see the 4-man midfield or 2-man midfield, because that's what it is. Yeah, and then we have one guy up front, the link up between the attack and the midfield, Ramsey. I don't know. But to me, 4-3-3 is the ideal choice for the squad that we have at the moment, and to get the best out of everybody, except from, unfortunately, Dybala, because we spent a lot of money on Chiesa. So let's use him where he's best, right wing. That's me. Francesco says, personally, I believe we need wingers that play with a natural foot so they can cross and stretch the defense. Yes, thank you. We also need a number 10 so we can have number superiority in the midfield. Yeah, well, we have Dybala, but so far inconsistent. But maybe we'll see an absolutely grand performance from him against Spezia or in the next game. I don't know. We have counter attacks, guys. I love so many comments coming in. I rather do the comments, or maybe talk about life as well. Whatever it is in the comment section, we will discuss it, because this live stream is for you, not because I want to vent or nothing. I can do that after my full-time reactions. Yeah. Getting tired of this, by the way. Getting tired of being negative after the full time. I need a win. I need a win and a great performance. We need counter-attacking players coming to Juve, playing a new style of football. That manager himself has done it. What should expect? Well, we have counter-attacking players. That's the thing. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to counter-attack, because we are not doing that. We basically have, right now, we have no idea. We have no idea what to do. But I saw something against Verona. I saw something. I was positive. So it was very disappointing for me to see the relapse, against Barca. Yes, Ali. Yes, I watched the whole game and the post-match live stream. Well, there we go. There we go. Well done, Ali. Well done. The post-match live stream, I also do the one, full-time reactions. Just after the full-time whistle, I do the player ratings as well. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Your favorite player, without a doubt, Bernardeschi. You're funny. You're funny. You're funny. You're funny. You're so funny. Why so many dislikes in this video? What? If it is, all right. I don't care. Well, weird. Thanks for letting me know. Kamal is there. Hello. Hi. Nice to see you. Kamal. Ali, the worst feeling is when you don't watch a game and Google the scores and your team was kicked out Champions League. This happened to me. Wow. Yeah. Back in the day when we had no internet and basically no connection to Juve other than through the newspapers, I followed Juve through a last sports section on a newspaper, and then I saw Juve body or something, 2-0, Del Piero 2 goals or something like that. That was it. And I really, really, really glad that we are alive at this very moment, that we can actually watch Juve on the screen and follow them, if you are of course able to do that. This comment right there, I'm sorry for you, Ali, that you didn't saw that live. On your TV. It must have been depressing, man, because against Ajax, yes, that was a bad game. So maybe it's a good thing that you didn't watch it after all. It ruins the mood and makes for a very depressing day. Yes, but I mean, it's only football. I know football means a lot, but yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, this is what it is. We need to divide it from life and football, even though I know it's very, 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 very hard. I'm from Iran. Yes. I know now. Thank you. Let me just scroll back up. Amir. Sorry. Amir from Iran. Thank you. There we go. Travis, we ended Barcelona. Just highlighted. We ended Barcelona game with 10 shots and 0 on target. I don't blame Pirlo, though. Not like my name. Well, the thing is that this is the whole mentality of the team was wrong. The whole mentality and the fact that we played with 2 men in the midfield, where we clearly were outnumbered in the midfield, that made me worry that Pirlo isn't able to read the game that well. Rabiot and Bentancur were they are identical players. They were very, very identical players. So, yeah, it was frustrating. It was frustrating. And when every single player struggles against Barca, of course, you have to go back to the coach and say, man, field a better team. Of course, it is unfair. It is weird. And I see your next comment there, Travis, that we can't, many persons call for Pirlo's head right after this game. That is stupid, because it's too early in the season. The guy just had, 6 games or something. Usually we have 6 games to play in the friendlies before we even start the season. Now we have played 6 games, or 7 or 6 games during the season. And we have been experimenting with Cuadrado on the left, and all that nonsense. But the fact is that against Barca, we looked flat. Very, very flat. At least try. He tried for 5 minutes, and then that's it for the first 5 minutes. Every single player out there was poor. Almost every single player. So it's natural for people to call out Pirlo. I did so as well, and I still do, because I think the formation was wrong, the approach was wrong, and then I have to go back to the coach. It's just as simple as that. And also the fact that, Bonucci is our captain. I don't like it. But that's not on Pirlo, it's just in general. I don't like it because I don't see anything. I don't see anything from Bonucci, giving motivational speech or something. I see Cristiano doing that against Atletico a couple of seasons ago at the halftime whistle. In the tunnel. He wasn't even the captain. So, I don't know. I don't know what are dislikes. I'm sorry, I don't know that there are any dislikes. Thanks for pitching, but if there are dislikes, I don't. Okay, fine. Listen, I will continue to do this, and I will see that likes. I cannot see the dislike, the liking and the disliking at this very moment. So I don't know, but you know what? Come on. We do this for fun. I do this for fun. I enjoy talking to you guys, so whatever. Let's move on from this negativity. I'm not here to be negative. These dislikes, they can dislike however they want. I'm doing the live. I decide. Juve FC 1897. Juve terminated Maurizio Lombardo's contract. He was general secretary at the club. Okay. Thanks for noting me. I don't know what effect that will have on the club. I don't know, but yeah, great news. Thank you. And yes, I see a lot of comments on the same issue. Please let me know what that means to the club, because apparently this is huge. Or are you just basically trolling me all over this chat? I don't know, but yeah, okay. We will see the real Pirlo Juventus after 2 weeks when he has old squad, I believe. Yes, I really hope so, Kamal. I really, really do. Because it's time. Because if we do, the game against Spezia is the most important game of the season so far. Because I want a performance. If we cannot do a good performance against Spezia, we are in deep, deep trouble. If we cannot win against Spezia, we are in big trouble. Then Pirlo's head is on the line, in my opinion, already. Because if we cannot do it against Spezia, come on. But yeah, I really hope you're right, Kamal. And then we have this same. There's so many comments about Lombardo. What is going on? Is Ramsey hurt? Well, sure. Yeah. By the way, hi. Well, if you're asking me if why didn't he play against Barcelona, we are wondering about the same thing. Why wasn't he even on the pitch as a sub? I don't know. It's very, very, very. It was very, very strange. So I expect him to start. I expect him to start against Spezia, because if he doesn't, that would be even more weird, because he has been one of our informed players. So this is a guy who is in form. Comes back from a tough season last season with Sarri. Now actually succeeds for 2, 3, 4 games. And suddenly he doesn't play against Barca and he doesn't play against Spezia, if that will be the case. Why? I mean, I would be mad. I would be actually. I could understand his reaction if he would have been pissed off at Paratici or Pirlo, not Dybala, because Dybala had no reason to be pissed off. But Ramsey should be pissed off if he doesn't start again against Spezia, because he deserves it actually. Can Dybala play behind Morata and Cristiano? He can. However, we've seen that before, that he will always track back too much, and he needs to be closer to goal, in my opinion. So it worked at times when he was behind the strikers. He played with Mandzukic, for example. He was slightly deeper than Mandzukic, but he was basically an attacking midfielder of some sort. I know he was roaming. So maybe we should see him behind. Yes, maybe we should see him behind Morata and Cristiano. But then again, that destroys the purpose of the 4-3-3. This is what I want to see. And 4-3, 3-4-1-2. This is what we are playing with right now. But then Ramsey isn't playing. I want Ramsey in the team. Maybe we could see Ramsey in the 4-3-3 even. Ramsey is also another player actually who will be bothered with his 4-3-3 formation. So yeah, that's actually a good point. Maybe we shouldn't go with the 4-3-3, because Ramsey has been also on fire. Yeah, it's tough. This is what it is. It's very, very, very tough. In my opinion, Dybala can play the false nine like Messi. During Pep, Ronaldo left wing and Kulusevski right wing. This is how I see him as best as a 4-2-3-1. Again, with the 4-2-3-1, we have 2 midfielders, and I don't want that. I want 3 midfielders, because we got killed against Barca with a 2-man midfield and 2 identical midfielders. We can maybe work with the 2 midfielders if they have clear tasks and what they are doing. Because I mean, if it is Arthur and McKennie, then we know Arthur is not the one who's going to be tackling. It is McKennie. McKennie will not be the one who will be dribbling and passing the ball. It will be Arthur. With Rabiot and Bentancur, they are not basically great at anything. They are good. They are average at everything. So this is strange. So this is why it was so weird to watch them against Barca. So I'd rather want to see the world-class expertise and both players rather than mediocre at everything from both players. That's me. Will the change to 4 back when De Ligt returns? I don't know. It could very well be that we keep the 3 formation, the 3 at the back with, Chiellini is injured, so it will probably be Demiral, De Ligt, and Bonucci, if fit and if not suspended. So maybe we will be doing the 3 at the back. But when Chiellini returns, also probably Chiellini, Bonucci, and De Ligt, Demiral on the bench. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But if we go back to 4, then it's De Ligt for sure, and maybe Bonucci. I'm not sure about Demiral starting with De Ligt. Might be too aggressive, but maybe it will work. I don't know. It's too early to say. Dybala should calm down to some moments. Agnelli hypes that styles of attitude, hoping. Yes. I mean, the thing I don't like with Dybala is that he dives so much when he's out of form. When he has nowhere to do, he just dives and makes that foul, creates a foul, creates a free kick for us. And so the same thing is with Cuadrado. That he does the same thing. I don't know if this is some South American thing. Well, I don't think it is, but it's just so frustrating to see. And I saw that against, I think it was against Verona. It was free kicks, left, right, and center, and also against Barca. It was not good to see. It was not great to see, and this is not what I want to see from Dybala. I want to see him create, shoot, finish, and be a star. Right now, well, on Wednesday, far from it. But of course, hope he finds his form. Hope so. Don't you think in the most formation we will not be able to start with both Kulusevski and Chiesa? Well, yeah, that could be. By the way, hi, Kara. I think instead of one of them, we should have went for the real fullback. Yes, that could be the case, and this is why I do not understand the transfer of Pellegrini. But then again, Frabotta has been looking decent, so I don't know. It is what it is. Right now, we have to stick it with what we got, and also real fullback. I mean, in our management's head, if I'm our management, I'm thinking we have Cuadrado and Danilo. Why do we need a third one? I'm not saying this is the thing. This is what we should do. But in their head, they have 2 guys they cannot get rid of. So why should we get another one? And this is why we get Chiesa instead. So yeah, it is weird. It is very weird. And yes, Mr. SM Gun, nice to see you in my chat. Chiesa project just feels like a filler episode. Yeah, well, Akash, nice to see you. Will Ronaldo start from the first minute on Sunday? Well, there will be riots in the streets of Portugal if he doesn't start on Sunday. So, well, yes, most likely he will be there. However, if I would have been the coach, I don't know, maybe I started him as well. Maybe, I don't know. It's Spezia. It's perfect game for him to at least get warmed up and get ready. Just play him as much as possible towards the bigger opposition. Because on Wednesday, or Tuesday, no, I think it's Wednesday, we play against Ferencváros in the Champions League, so we need him. And then, I mean, play him the full 90 against Spezia, get that blood pumping. And then he will run a riot against the Hungarians. Selling Dybala is the best option, says Sam. Yeah. Best option for what? I mean, I said that he will solve a lot of problems. There was a comment from Adam there earlier. He will solve a lot of problems for us if he is sold. But is the best option out of which options? I mean, we have many options. But yes, maybe he will leave after the season. Unfortunately, we just cannot accommodate the guy. He got his demands, and his play so far has been disappointing. So if he starts against Spezia, he will also be under the radar for sure. Well, we will watch him every single second. I will watch him every single second, man. Seriously, because I want a performance from the guy. Creating, scoring, do anything. But please, Dybala, do a better performance against Spezia than you did against Barcelona. Shouldn't be that hard. Mirgin asked me, how did you become a Juve fan? Well, this story I told many times, but it's a very short one. I watched the Juve game, Juve against Milan, in the black and white screen. And of course, when you watch a black and white screen, you see the black and white shirts, and much better than you see a Milan shirt. So this is why I started. And also I saw the guy called Roberto Baggio with the ponytail, and that kind of appealed to me. Yeah, it was very, very strange, but it was also cool at the time. And then suddenly 2 months later or 3 months later, I saw him in the World Cup, missing that penalty against Brazil. And for some reason, I think I actually started crying when when Baggio missed that PK against Brazil in the '94 World Cup. And there we go. This is how it started. Then I started to feel sympathy for the guy. And then I found out that, oh, actually, hey, he plays for Juve. Yes, that's right. So that's where he was. Yes. The love is always stronger when the hate keeps up, the odd father. Thank you. Thank you. But, I mean, guys, listen, let me just check. And this is probably something that you don't care about or whatever, but I just want to see 953 subscribers. I started this channel 3 years ago, and only this half of a year since March, since the COVID lockdown, ironically, there's been a really, really not exploding. It's not been exploding. It's been good. It's been good, increasing the numbers and so on. So, guys, here's the thing. I love talking to you, and I love the fact that I can share the experience. I share my opinion. And the first and foremost, when I started this channel, I thought, well, this is a perfect place to vent my frustration, because we lost against Lazio in the Supercoppa. The first, I think it was the first season of Dybala, or second season of Dybala, I think so. And then we lost, and I was like, oh, come on, you useless idiots. And then I started to vent, and that was quite fun because it helped me. Because I was ranting for 15 minutes, and then I was done. And got on with my life. But now it's more of an interaction with you guys, since it's a live chat, much more live chats and live streaming. So I love interacting with you guys and with other people, with other Juventini. So yes, and this gets traction. Looks that way. So I'm very, very close to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know what that can do to me, but it is a milestone. I would love to have it before the New Year's, maybe even before we start December. I'd love that. So please subscribe. But if I even don't do the 1K until the 1st of January 2021, I mean, I'll still do it, because guys, this is for you, and you are for me, basically. So we just talk, chat, and I vent and share my opinion. And this is it. Building a community is a big, big sentence. And I'm not going to go there, because this is not what my thing is. But building a relationship with 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. If you are 4 people here on constantly, thank you. Because this is what I'm for. If you are 40, 400, 4,000, I don't care. Thank you, every single one of you. And I want to build a relationship with you. And if it is a community, if this is what you want to call it, fine. But for me, life is much more important than just talk Juve. So this is why I do this Juve therapy sessions, because it helps me to vent, discuss with you guys, and maybe helps you as well to get something off your chest. But Oddfather, thank you. The love is always stronger when the hate keeps up. Thank you. Keep up the good work. You too. And the best is yet to come. Back to football. McKennie would have been good for from the start to break up play. Yes, but that's also a decision in hindsight. When we see the things when we see things again, we see McKennie should have been there. We shouldn't played probably. I don't know. We shouldn't played. Probably Frabotta should have been played on the left wing back. Something, why was Bernardeschi playing at all? Why was even Bernardeschi in the bench? Why did he play? That stuff. It's always better to look backwards, but easier. It's always easier to look backwards. But yeah, it is what it is. But yes, I agree with you. McKennie would have been good. His primary task would have been sit on Messi and destroy him. Would have helped. Would have helped a lot, to be honest. We need Max Allegri back. I love Pirlo, but we need Max Allegri back. Well, that's too early, my friend. Too early, but I see what you're getting. I see what you're getting at. But in my opinion, it's just a little bit too early. In regards to Max Allegri, structure and football understanding, this is what we will get. Attacking, no. How to win, this is what we will get. Whether we will win, this is another question. Last season with Allegri was useless because he was out of ideas. And with Cristiano's arrival, this is where it all started to go downhill. Because this player, Cristiano, is very, very hard to manage in terms of, you give him a task to work defensively. He will not do that. So you need to build your team around whatever it is Cristiano desires, basically. And it is tough. And maybe Allegri didn't like that. Maybe for Allegri, it just became too tough. So we'll see. But yeah, it will be interesting to see Allegri back, even though I know some people, a lot of people hate the guy. Still do, by the way. But yeah. It is what it is. People have to wait for 2 weeks to see this Juventus when we need a full squad for these 2 games. Yes, exactly. Yeah, patience, calma, si, grande. Pirlo was to pay 3-4-3. When attacking 11. Yes, but when this doesn't work, my friend, when this doesn't work, what do you do? Do you still continue with this nonsense? Or do you actually start to think about, well, maybe this was not a good idea. Maybe this was actually wrong. Maybe I was wrong. To have an understanding of, that you can make a mistake. He, as a footballer, knows that firsthand. If you make a mistake, you need to get up and change your opinion, change your philosophy, change your way of thinking, doing things a bit differently in order to get the best out of the situation. If he sticks with a 3-4-3, 3-4-1-2 or whatever, and this doesn't work, and he still sticks with it, well, you know what I call this? Stubborn old man. Even though Pirlo is not even old, but it's stubbornness. And this is the first warning sign of a coach who doesn't know what to do is stubbornness. He will keep at it no matter what, and it will run you to the ground at the end of the day. Travis, best channel on YouTube. Thank you. I wish I knew you personally. Well, COVID, man. COVID prevents us all from doing the things that we want. Seriously, my first idea. My first idea is, when everything is done with this COVID, everybody gets the vaccine, or it's just we are rid of this COVID BS. I go to Juventus Stadium with or without my son, but guys, I want to be there just to feel that warmth again, just to feel the vibe, just to feel the atmosphere, or maybe even London, to get away from the quiet life, to sit alone in the home every day, and to go and meet people, to look at the action, to look at the life, and London for me is 1.5, maybe 1 hour away with the plane, so it's not that far. And London is one of my favorite places in the world. Just walking down the Oxford Street, watching people walk around and go to work, shopping, whatever. This is what I miss. This is what I miss dearly. So yeah, but thanks, Travis. Thanks. Maybe we'll meet one day. Maybe. Roman, what do you show on your Twitter, on Instagram? I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. Rephrase. I'm sorry. Rephrase. If you're looking for my Twitter at, well, it is Juve Therapy, and Instagram it is Juve Therapy. But if you guys if you mean something else, just sorry. There we go. Sorry, I miss give us your Insta and Twitter. It is Juve Therapy and Juve Therapy and Instagram. So subscribe there and follow me, both of them. as well. It's not that crazy, but on Twitter I'm very active. Twitter, so use Twitter if you want, and also Instagram if you use that. And I use Discord. I used that Discord, but then I got my new phone. And by the way, this is an iPhone 12. I'm not sure if I like it, by the way. I went from the Huawei, the Android, to iPhone 12. I know there are some features on this one that I just don't like. For example, I cannot turn off the notifications to go the same level, the same sound level as the ringtone. So the ringtone sound and the notification sound is the same. So I cannot adjust them. If there is an option on this one, please let me know in the chat. How can I do that with this beauty of an iPhone 12? Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like it. It's super fast. It's super responsive, and all that stuff. iPhones are iPhones. They're great, but there are some features here that I miss that I had with the Android. So there we go. I don't know why did I start talking about my iPhone? I don't know. Sorry. I digress. Do you think the formation should change it? Yeah. Well, as I said, the 4-3-3 would be much better. But then again, I don't know. I'm not a coach, thankfully, with these guys. Love from India, Manoj says yes. Love from Norway. Back to you. Ali, in the last few games, we have seen Dybala dropping so deep, so why not transform him into a midfielder? Well, calm, my boy. That will never, ever happen because my man cannot tackle. My man is not physical. My man cannot cope with the midfield. My man cannot cope with the numbers in the midfield because we will just put him in the midfield right in the heat of it all. He will be roasted, destroyed. Why is he dropping so deep? Because we play with two-man midfield. We did so against Barcelona. He dropped very, very deep, and neither Bentancur or Rabiot are legends going forward. Not one of them. I mean, Rabiot at times. I have rarely seen Bentancur go forward. Rabiot at times is good, but it's only one time a game. Once a game, that's it. Nothing else. And we all remember his run against Milan. He scored that beautiful goal. But I mean, how long can we ride on that performance? It's just exactly the same with Bernardeschi. How long can we ride on that Atletico performance? Enough is enough. Stop it. It's now. You need to perform now, not the basis of what you did yesterday. New day, new chance to improve, new chance to impress. So no, I don't see him as a midfielder. Unfortunately, I see him more closer to goal because that's where he needs to be. And his left foot, if it is on fire, when he's on form, that left foot is just world class, elite. So I'd rather do that. I really want to see Rabiot, McKennie, and Arthur together. Says Kamal. Yeah, that could work. But I like it. Tuning in from work, what are the hot takes today? Rejuvenation. This is actually this is Monica, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I think it is. Monica is just started her new. Well, I'm not sure if I can say it, but since you have this logo and everything, she started a new pod. She's from Toronto. Lovely person. Great takes on Juve. I had her on our watch party for the La Panchina's YouTube channel. Subscribe to that one. Basically, the watch parties, the watch-alongs during the games. We watch the game together, and then there is an upload of the highlights of our reactions as how we react to whatever happens during the game. Monica was with us for the Barcelona game. I loved every second of that of the watch party. So great stuff. And yeah, so this is Monica, a Rejuvenation. This is her new podcast. So yeah, if you get a chance to listen to the first episode, whenever that's coming, do that. Tuning in from work. Yeah, I love it. What are the hot takes today? Of course, is that Cristiano is being tested negative to the COVID virus, so now he'll be available for the Spezia game. And other hot takes are apparently that I get a lot of dislikes on this very video. I don't understand why. And I don't see them either, at least here, but maybe you see them better than I do because I host this stream. Yeah, it is what it is. But I think that's about it. And also the hot take is dropping Dybala from the starting lineup, and what are the effects and how would you play if Dybala wasn't in the team? What formation? And of course, me and Monica, we talked about last 1 week ago when Monica was on my urotherapy session live with me here, and also during this Barcelona live, the watch party, we talked about that we are getting destroyed in midfield by playing with only two. So this is also my kind of topic today is change it up, play with three. 4-3-3, that's my formation. Maybe it's the wrong one, I don't know, but that's just top of my head. Is this Sandro's last season at Juve? Sheer could very well be, but if it is, bring in Luca Pellegrini and trust in him. If Pellegrini isn't good enough, isn't the answer, that we need to buy somebody else. And Sandro, if we get rid of Sandro, we need to get somebody better. And who is better without spending too much money? That's the kicker. Because right now we don't have much money. Unless we win the Champions League, and I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Chiesa posted on Instagram today after 2 months, but he has limited the comment section because I love it. Yeah, Chiesa gets the hate. For going from Fiorentina to Juventus. And you know what? It is always like this with Fiorentina. Baggio went from Fiorentina to Juve. Federico Bernardeschi. I don't remember actually Felipe Melo getting that much hate going from Viola to Juve. And then, of course, Federico Chiesa. But it is what it is. You know, it's just too much hate in this world. Leave it be. If you honestly think that Federico Chiesa, you're, probably the best player, will stay with Fiorentina, who are struggling to win games at times. Well, so do we right now, but it is Juve, for crying out loud. It's not Fiorentina. Of course, he's going to use you as a stepping stone. When I'm a bigger club, when I'm a Fiorentina and Juve coming for my player, I have to say, I'm sorry. He needs to play somewhere because, above my level. Because he is above my level. So there we go. That's it. Problem solved. You get the money. You get loads of money. So you should actually be happy. But, it's just too much hate and too much impulsive comments there. And are just tiring. Come on, what you do makes us happy. Well, what you write makes me happy because then you get some traction in the comment section. But thanks, Kamal. Thanks. Really appreciate it. Honestly. Dybala cannot play in the wings as Monica. Yeah, well, no, duh. He's wasted away from goal. Senpai, you say Ronaldo doesn't do defensive duties, and that's why he struggled with him. What about Dybala, Morata? None of them has helped the defense. Well, Morata, first and foremost, Morata is all the way up front. So this is not Mandzukic we're talking about. Mandzukic was a unique player. He could track back. That's why we used him at one point as a left wing, because he could track back as a left wing back. It was very weird to see, by the way. But the thing with Cristiano, when we need somebody to work defensively, and Cristiano isn't there, that hurts us. And of course, I've seen games. I've seen every single game with Juve, and I've seen that Cristiano works at times defensively, and when he does, it helps. So my question is, why doesn't he do that more often? Of course, the answer to it is that then he gasses himself, and then he cannot provide towards the end of the game, ultimately when we need the goal. But it's not always the case, It's not always that we need him at the 90th minute. We need him at the 25th minute, 65th minute. So this is my nag on him, because I don't like that. I want every player to contribute somehow to the defensive formation and also the offensive one. With Ronaldo in there, I get 10 players instead of 11 players contributing, because Ronaldo will stay there passively. That's just me. I'm saying this could hurt us on the left wing. Last season, for example, I said this during one podcast a while back, and I got a lot of heat for that. But Alexandro's position is vulnerable because he has Cristiano in front of him. So when Alexandro has somebody to play with, Cristiano just hides. He just goes into the middle, into the box, and waits for the cross. And then Alexandro has nobody to play with on the left wing. He's basically all alone. He's as a left wing back because Cristiano awaits the cross from Alexandro. And that was the formation last season. That was the idea last season, which pissed me off. I don't know if this was Sarri problem, but it was just it was mad. I was mad because Cristiano didn't help Alexandro that much in terms of linking up with the guy. Cristiano just went straight into the box, and fair play to him because, well, he is a goal scorer at the end of the day. He doesn't want to be the crosser. So, yeah. It is what it is. We were all wrong about Allegri. I wanted him to go, but I think it was a bad idea. It looks like, well, it was a good idea to leave because he was out of ideas, as I said. So change was needed. The problem was that we changed him with another idiot. Yeah, it is what it is. But our Juve now might suit him better than the Juve that played 2-3 seasons ago. So I don't know. Maybe he will be back. But would he do wonders? I don't know. But at least they will bring some structure back to the club. Yeah. It is what it is, though. Being at Juventus Stadium was the best sporting moment of my life. Yes, everyone should experience it. No doubt, my friend. No doubt. My best sporting experience, personally, however, was... yeah, I don't remember. Well, of course, the first visit to the Juve Stadium, I showed you my picture. Let me just grab that. My very, very first Juve therapy session 2-3 weeks ago. I showed you my picture. But I will show it again. This is a photo that my wife took on our honeymoon at the game between Juve and Bologna. And if you look closely, Andrea Pirlo taking a free kick. And then we have Paolo Di Ceglie, Barzagli, Del Piero, Chiellini being held, VAR needed, by the way. I think it's Vucinic, and I'm not mistaken, but maybe, I don't know. I'm not so sure. Krasic, Pepe. And there we go. And this is against Bologna. And this is, by the way, Diamanti. Remember the player? Remember Alessandro Diamanti, also one of my favorite players. Great guy. Fun to watch. Yeah, so maybe that was my best sporting experience. As a fan. San Siro is a better stadium, says Rich. Never been to San Siro. By the way, hi, Rich. Never been there. Never been to other stadium outside of the UK and Norway that isn't Juve. There we go. And Russia, of course, as I'm originally from Russia. Which exactly place you live? Or Norway. I live in Norway. Berna shouldn't play again. There we go. The Berna hate. I was waiting for that. Thank you. 1 hour, 18 minutes. Well, his confidence is at 0. And, of course, those stupid mistakes, the one against Verona and against Barcelona, didn't help. But he needs a good performance. Let's be objective. Let's be nice to the guy. Let's just build him up again, I guess. Let's start him against Spezia. Let's give it a go. I mean, to be fair, in order to gain confidence, the only thing you need to do is play and have a good experience while playing. So, you know what? I'd start the guy. I'd start the guy against Spezia just to give him confidence, but that would be his last chance. If he doesn't work, if he doesn't perform as a left wing back, because that's apparently where we want to use him, then it's just not good enough. But then he needs to take that opportunity and use it. As a left wing back, I don't care. Just use it well. But then again, I think he started against Verona, didn't he? I don't know. I don't remember. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know. But you know, I want to see him do good for once. I want to see him play and get the confidence, because if he doesn't play, he never get that confidence back. He will be broken. Then it's just better to sell him. But then again, who would want the guy who has low confidence? So there is a balance. There is absolutely balance. The Other best Juve English channel, and Juve, thank you, man. I really, really appreciate it. I kind of think so myself. Share this channel is great. Keep up. Glad it helps you. Though, thank you. I hope it helps you guys as well, because you are here and I love it. I love it. And guys, when I hit 1K, well, okay, all right, let's go. You know what? There will be something when the new year kicks in. I will do some series that will be very, very cool. I will not say what it is, but this series, me and some of my Juve friends that I got to know during the lockdown, of course, virtually through Zoom, through Skype. We are currently in process of creating some series that will be running on this Juve Therapy channel. It will be not that long of episodes. It will be short episodes, maybe 10 minutes or so, but it will be great. It will be so great. I have the idea. I have the concept. I'm working on the trailer for you guys, right? Not right now, of course, but these days. So hopefully the trailer will be out in the next couple of weeks, maybe even next week. It will be so cool. Trust me. So when you see the trailer, you'll know what it's all about, and I love it. So just stay on this channel, guys. Follow me through on and into the 2021s, because this is me. I'm not doing this with anybody else but me. But the series will be helped by some of my friends, because I need help, because it'll be huge. It'll be huge stuff. Mirgan, that's not the load, but 9 says the dislikes. I don't care. Let's move on. Juve Daily leaves us. Have a good night. All right. Have a good night to you. Glad you joined me. This Juve team, Manoj, this Juve team makes me nervous. Every time there is a match, I have to be on my feet. Well, I want to see you in my watch party then sometime. Pirlo must fix tactics and mentality for our players. Manoj, yes, I agree. I agree completely. But can Pirlo do that? I don't know. So far, I don't know what his strengths are as a coach. I know what his strengths are as a player, no doubt. But I mean, what are his strengths as a coach? I don't see it right now. So the pressure is on, my friend. The pressure is on. Yes, Akash. Pirlo is under the light, and he needs to prove his worth, especially against Spezia on Sunday. Yes, I totally agree with you. And that's why I said that maybe the game against Spezia is more important than the game against Barcelona in terms of the performance. Because apparently the performance against Barcelona was hard to create a good performance, because there's Barcelona. It's a good team. It's not the best team in the world. Barcelona is far from it. But we looked like schoolboys in comparison. So now we have another chance against Spezia, which is far more important, because our first priority, believe it or not, whether you like it or not, our first priority should be, and probably is, the Scudetto. It is unfair to get the Champions League, to demand the Champions League from the Pirlo. It will be the Scudetto that is our main objective. And if it only will be a Scudetto, I will be happy. More than happy, to be honest. As the things stand right now, I'd be very, very happy. So against Spezia, against a minor team, against the worst team that we are on paper, this should be a mandatory great performance. It should be the best performance we've had this season, no doubt. I don't care the excuses. Dybala out of form, Bonucci injured, Chiellini injured, De Ligt on his way back, Cristiano out with COVID. I don't care. I want a great performance, because every single player is better than every single player at Spezia. It's just as simple. But that doesn't work. That doesn't always work, guys, because then it's a collective. that matters, that really matters. How good of a team, how good of a team spirit are we? In comparison to Spezia, if they are better together than we are, well, then it's nullified. Then it's one team against 11 individuals, and this is when we are in trouble. Come on, I see another my favorite player behind you, Alessio Tacchinari. Yes, it is indeed. It's right there. Yeah, I have another one. Yeah, I have a lot of jerseys. Maybe one time, maybe next session, we will do a little jersey run around, and I'll show you my jerseys and what do I have. Um, yeah, it's quite a lot, and not that many. That some of people that I know, but it is still quite a few, and I have a lot of this, merchandise. But yeah, Kamal, one day we will go through this. We'll go through this all. Yash says, would Ronaldo play against Spezia as he's back? I hope he does. Yeah, I said this at the beginning of the stream. I hope that we play him the full 90 because he needs a run out. He needs to get back in form, even though he has probably working out as crazy during the lockdown, during the isolation. But it is football. You have to play with the ball, with the mates, with the players, with your colleagues, with your teammates, whatever. Football is a team game. So I don't care if he looks like a Bayern München player. I want him to see that he has control of the ball and understanding with your teammates. So in order to get that, coming into the Champions League, coming into whatever, he needs to play. So yes, I hope he starts. I hope he plays the full 90. Of course, I hope he scores as well. But most importantly, though, and I said this also at the beginning, I want my team to perform. Maybe even I want my team to perform more than I want Cristiano to perform. Because that's the most important thing, the team. We need to get understanding who is what. Because if we don't do that, then again, we are 11 individuals, and that's not going to help. That's not going to help anybody. Sooner or later, Cristiano will be out again, will be rested. He cannot play every game, even though he really, really wants to. And he shouldn't, because that doesn't help us. Our strength is not Cristiano. Our strength is that we are Juve, that we are a unit. We're not 10 plus Cristiano. We are a unit. We should know this, and we should learn to be like this. We made Barcelona to resolve the situation in the case of our club. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Loretto, what do you think of the new pink jersey? I bought it and when I was half awake. I don't know if I'm a fan of it or not. Well, did you buy this jersey though? Yeah, you did. Yeah, I bought it when I was half awake. Yeah, well, I will not spoil whatever it is I'm spoiling. I will leave it at that. I will not spoil. I will make my own video about that jersey. I really want to make it this weekend. So I will make a very, very my own video about the jersey. And I can reveal, if my wife is watching, I'm sorry, but I did buy the jersey. Breaking news. Which number, which player, and my feeling about the jersey, I will reveal this to you guys in my own video because I cannot do it here because it's just too special. It's just too crazy. But I'm sorry if I spend our money, well, my money on that jersey. But I had to have it. I'm a Jersey guy. So yeah. Yeah, don't kill me. I went to both stadium last season. San Siro is more big than the J Stadium, but J Stadium is better than the San Siro. There are many things in the stadium. It's not about watching the game. I don't know, man. I trust you. San Siro, for me, looking from outside, looking from here, looks very, I don't know, boring, too big. For me, the intimacy, the compact atmosphere is much more important for me, because the bigger stadium is, the quieter it gets, in my opinion. It looks that way. Camp Nou, I know many players. I know many friends of mine who have been to Camp Nou. But yeah, and they say this is a crazy stadium, but I have rarely heard about the atmosphere. Nobody said to me that the atmosphere is actually wonderful at the Camp Nou, and this is a great, huge stadium, And of course, I have a lot of Manchester United friends. They say that Old Trafford is the greatest place on earth, theater of dreams. I don't know. I've seen this on TV, and it sounds very, very. It was quiet, almost. So the bigger stadium is, and the less personal it gets. So I think Juventus Stadium is perfect to get the atmosphere. But then Daniele needs to stop killing that atmosphere by raising the prices, the ticket prices. I mean, the mafia stuff won't help us, of course, because it was the Curva, the Drughi, the guys who were connected to the mafia. They got suspended. They got kicked off from the stadium. They were the ones who created the atmosphere, apparently. So we need to get that back. We need to get that atmosphere without the connection with the mafia and with that controversial stuff. We get to get the good old stuff, good old fashioned fandom in the stadium. Otherwise, it's just too quiet and dead. And I really want that back because the COVID destroys this. Yes, football is a collective sport after all. Graham, I will not speak. Do you think that we'd see a consistent De Ligt Demiral partnership in our defense? You mean probably sooner than expected. I'm not sure, my friend. I'm not sure because. I don't know. It's very tough. From top of my head, I think they are too similar. They are too, both would want to go for the ball. When there is a kickoff, then there is a goal kick from the opposition's goalkeeper. Both of them are the guys that I look as. Both of them would go for the ball. Maybe the Ligt would be the one who'd be less passive. I don't know, but. It's tough. It's tough. Right now, I want to see De Ligt play at least. Demiral is just giving me nerves, because he tackles like madman. We saw that against Barcelona. Just not necessary. Very, very unnecessary. And it is what it is. Maybe both two will work in the long run, but are they too similar? Are they too identical? Of course, De Ligt is not that aggressive at all, but it's just the way they play. They are always on the front foot. So maybe De Ligt should be more of a cover up rather than a stopper. Football manager terms. yeah, but because the original pink jersey I have when I was 10 years, it's too small now. That's funny. That's funny. Juve Stadium is compact and vertical, which makes the atmosphere amazing. We even have many better facilities. True about the ticket prices. Yes, unfortunately, that's the way. Yeah, I remember when we were entering the Juve Stadium, there were a lot of security in regards to the passports. They check passports. You need to check your wallets, your backpacks, everything. That's okay. But then you cannot get into the stadium, and then there is a small kiosk there. You can buy your hot dog or whatever. Just too many people. So we went in the stadium, and the feeling you get when you enter the stadium from that kiosk area, wow, you just get the lights because it was a night game. It was Lokomotiv Moscow, and it was just amazing. You walk into the stadium, and there are a lot of people around, and everybody's awaiting the game, and the players are warming up. Cristiano is like 10 feet away. So yeah, it's beautiful. The feeling is nonsense. It's just, you can't describe it. You just have to experience it. And Juve Stadium is a perfect place to do that. Yeah, I've been to White Hart Lane. I've been to Griffin Park, I think it is. The one that they just demolished for the Brentford. I've been there, and Griffin Park reminded me of the authenticity of football, how it really is, in the dugout, in the suburbs, the dirt, the original football fan. This is where I'm from, the Brentford. League One they played in, I believe. I have. Let me show you. Let me show you something. That's very cool. I have this jersey. Don't beat me up for having another jersey than Juve. You all have it. You all have another jersey than just Juve jerseys, for most probably. This is the Brentford jersey from that season where I was, when I was in London, because they play in London. And this is the National League. You know, the Empower. Let me show you. There we go. The Empower Football League. This is a while back, and this guy, I don't even know who it is. I remember he had a great game that day. I don't remember who they played against even. And I just, you know what? Let's buy that jersey. And you know what? I've never worn it since. And I'm wondering, should I sell it? Should I sell it on eBay or something? This is a Brentford original shirt. I bought it there at their fan club store. Because that weekend we were in London, and I was like, we need to watch a football game. And there was, of course, the international break. Nobody played. Brentford was the only ones who played during that period. So there we go. We went to see Brentford, and I bought that jersey. Griffin Park. That's what we were talking about. Griffin Park, the home stadium was of Brentford, and it was great. It was small, but it was great, authentic. Yeah. It is what it is. Manoj, I surely say the Juve Stadium environment is electrifying. Yes, it is. There's the most rhythmic one. Yeah, and you know, since they started with the slideshows, it kind of even made it a little bit better. I know it looks like a sensation white party, but you know, it's something that makes the atmosphere even better. So I think it works. I think it works perfectly. So keep it up, Juve J Corp. Danilo and Sandro as right back and left back, respectively, or Quadrado and Sandro. I don't know. Quadrado and Danilo. Well, they maybe actually, I don't know. It's the same. It's the same to me. I don't have any preference there. But for sure, I don't want anyone of those guys, apart from Alexandro, to be on the left wing back, because they are not left footers. I've been banging that drum for over 2 years now. A left footer cannot play on the right wing back. The right footer cannot play on the left wing back. Di Ciglio cannot play on the left back. It doesn't work that way. I mean, he can in theory, but he will never cross. He will never be dangerous from the left. He will always cut inside. It's just, this limits us extremely when we have the wrong footer and a defensive position on each flank. I don't understand it. Stop it. It doesn't work. It never did. Yes, security was high in the price, around 146 euro. Whoa. Yeah, I don't think it was that much when we paid. When we played against, let me check. Locomotive. This is actually the ticket. Yeah, this is the ticket for the Locomotive game. Let's see what we paid. 135 euros per ticket. It's not that far off, actually. Yeah. Man, I just want to visit the stadium. Hearing story of Grandamore. Yeah. With the whole stadium singing and screaming, but the commentator adds so much. Yes. Yeah, I mean, you remember that Decibelli for Napoli when Higuain was playing there? Gonzalo Higuain. That was lovely. That was crazy. I would like to have something like that at the J Stadium. Unfortunately, I think there are too many tourists, fans from around the world that arrive at the J Stadium that they cannot. I don't know. They can't get onto that, you know. And there are certain groups of fans that sit in a specific place, like Curva Sud, Curva Nord, and and Kurosud primarily, and they are the ones who create the atmosphere. But I'd love to see that Decibeli version at Juve Stadium at a point in the future. It would be great. That would be great. With, I don't know, Juan Cuadrado! Do we need to replace Wojciech Szczesny as early as June 2021? We don't need to, but it could well be the case if Gigi Donnarumma doesn't sign a new contract and he walks on a free. And you know how we love the free transfers. So maybe we will change him up with Gigi Donnarumma. Maybe. Would I be happy with that? Probably. Would I be bad? Would I feel bad for Wojciech Szczesny to leave? Yes, I would. I don't know. It's tough, but maybe this is a slight upgrade. And of course, he's much younger than Wojciech Szczesny. A question from Kamal. Roman, did you ever play football? Oh, yes, I did. You do, which position? Well, right now, this is a COVID lockdown. COVID lockdown. The COVID restrictions in Norway that we are not allowed to play football unless you are playing as a professional. That pisses me off. And of course, I get injured almost all the time. My legs and my knees, and basically my knees are the worst, I think, at this moment. The jumper's knee. If you are guys, the medical stuff. Jumper's knee. I hate it. But yeah, I did play. Played. I started as a winger. Then I got back, and then I was a center. I was in center defense, by the way, at one point, and then I get back to the winger, and then I played as a wing back. And then towards the end of my professional active career, I played as a box-to-box and a deep-lying playmaker. And even played as a striker with 2, 3, 4 games, I think. But yeah, my favorite position probably probably deep-lying playmaker, because that's what I like the most. And maybe the wing back, just bombarding up and down the wing. When I had the stamina to do that, I did that, and I was pretty quick as well. So for me now, it's more of I cannot run that fast and I cannot run that much because of my stamina is so low. So the deep lying playmaking position, that was that was the choice, and I kind of liked it because I did it quite well, in my opinion. But there we go. Then it just became more and more serious, and I don't have time for serious. I just want to have some fun, and I just didn't care. I didn't bother to play actively, so I didn't play for the team. I just play with my mates or with the guys that I play at work, or just some guys I meet sometime, and that's it. So you know what we should do sometime. When all this said and done, we should gather around, somewhere in the world and just play. That would be crazy, huh? Team Juve therapy. What will be your midfield? Arthur, Rabiot, McKennie, or Ramsey, if it's a 3-man midfield in a 4-3-3 formation. But probably McKennie, Rabiot, and Arthur, maybe. But this is too early for me, too early. Lincoln, wow, I've never seen you before. Hi, Pillow is stupid. I love this. That's a great start. Tuning Chiesa into flop, playing him as a midfielder, and Kulusevski as well. Play them in the position of his white midfielders. Yeah, well, Chiesa is a right wing back. That's what he played at Fiorentina. Well, he's not, but that's what he played at Fiorentina, as that's what he played against Crotone. And then I guess he gets suspended against Verona, so that's it. But I saw him. I saw him during his Fiorentina days, and guys, it's not impressive. I don't like him as a wing back. He has no defensive awareness, no idea what to do defensively. Yeah, and there we go. So for me personally, I'd like to see him as a pure winger. And Kulusevski, I don't know. Kulusevski needs to be a roamer. I don't think he is a winger, natural winger. I don't think that he is that. I think that he is a roamer. So basically, he is very similar to Dybala. But his strengths, I'd like to see more of at Juve. I saw them against Parma. I saw them when he played for Parma, but now I want to see him at Juve. And so far, sporadic. Yes, Miriam. Kedira very well talking about injuries. Well, I understand. I understand Chiellini more with the relapses because I had that all the time. I had that all the time with the relapses, and yeah, it's it's very frustrating when you want to play a game when you think you are in good form, and then your thigh or your yeah, your muscle basically snaps and you're out for 2-3 weeks. It just destroys you. It just destroys you, and confidence, of course. But yeah, I know what you mean. I started as left winger and then became an offensive midfielder. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you're young, when you're very young, they always ask you, oh, "Where do you want to play, son? Huh? Where do you want to play? You want to play as a striker? Everybody wants that. So we cannot have that. And there we go. There you play as a defender, and then you play as a defender because they put you there, because not everybody can play as a striker." And then you just learn that, yeah, you know what? I don't give a crap. I don't want to be a striker. I don't want to be a defender. And you just find out your trait yourself. So for you, it was a left winger. Kulusevski Parma speed 100 at Juve 70. What happened? That's funny. Now, I seriously, this is a classic story. If this is the case, this is a classic story of big fish in a small pond, and then small fish in a big pond, if it makes sense. So basically, you're a star at an okay club, and naturally you will go up to the higher level and you not be a star because you have a lot of much more players that are the same level as you are now. So then you will really need to work hard in order to impress. So this is what happens right now with Kulusevski. Is Morata? Oh, sorry. There we go. Is Morata unlucky, or he can read defensive lines and react accordingly? Well, it's a mixture of that, I believe. I think it's a mixture between being unlucky, because some of those offsides were extremely unlucky, but then one of them or two of them would probably be counted as a rookie mistake from Morata. So yeah, there is a mixture, but then again, we have nobody else there as who can make that offside basically, because everybody else is just covering and are behind Morata and supplying him. Bro, you even look somewhat like Bernardeschi. Whoa, I don't know. I don't have any tattoos on my arms, at least. Even though I was a tattoo freak, virtually I never got. I have one tattoo, but I always toyed with the idea of having a sleeve. So yeah, maybe I'm Bernardeschi. Maybe I'm Norwegian Bernardeschi. But I'm not a left footer, by the way. I'm not a left footer. Far from it. So thanks for the comment, though. I doubt I would play better than Bernardeschi, though. That's the thing. We bash these guys, but at the end of the day, they are professionals. Probably they will roast you. If you meet them up at your playground, they will kick you ass. No doubt. So yeah, they are a level above us. 2-3 levels above us. It will really be interesting to see top form Morata, Dybala, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Really hope so. Really hope so, my friend. Mirgan, I have a hip injury right now. Is the worst. Never had that, fortunately. I played as a center back because I was the tallest guy in town. Somehow, it doesn't surprise me that you are the tallest guy. It's just your name kind of. It's funny. It's funny. I always thought that Mirgan, he's got to be like a tall guy. Well, it is what it is. All right, guys, listen, I gotta cut this stream. I gotta end this. It's been fun, 1 hour and 49 minutes. Closing in on that as well. Guys, as I said, lovely to talk to you every single Friday. Let's do this every Friday. I hope I can make it every Friday, but it's as soon, it looks like I can do that every Friday. So next up, the Spezia game. I will see you for the full-time reactions after the game, of course. Fino alla fine, I guess. I need a good performance. I need a great performance, and I need 3 points. I need goals. I need everything. I need the whole shebang. 3-0. 4-0, something to give, to bring me back to the good days, to the good hope that we actually can do this. We can win the Scudetto, because if we don't win against Spezia, I have serious doubts that we're going to win the Scudetto. Serious doubts. So there we go. Miriam, great live. Keep it up. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Been to both stadiums. San Siro is a better stadium than the J Stadium. J Stadium isn't bad, but San Siro is an icon of world football. Yeah, probably is, Rich. I don't know. San Siro, never been. I heard a lot of talk about it and never had the chance to be there. Maybe someday though. Maybe they'll demolish this thing before I end up in Milano. Big game for us ahead. Forza Juve. Forza Juve indeed. Forza Juve indeed. All right, guys. Have a good one. Have a nice weekend. And I will speak to you on Sunday after the Spezia game. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve.